Hey, this smorgasbord, go for
Patriots.
And we talk about
Robert Kraft.
Hey,
Still can't catch up to Brady.
Welcome to Control Burn. This is Vince, the fire starter, aka Toto, always seeking the truth, and my sidekick here,
Marshawn Lynch.
I'm only here so I won't won't get fined.
Right. I'm only here so I won't get deported.
Yeah. But you know what? Before we go to Super Bowl, let's back up for a second. You know, because we got to cover a little bit of ground.
Oh yeah.
Because you told me, just it's so much. Something happened every damn day.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest obvious thing is the Obamas and the ape thing.
I don't even need to really talk about.
I mean, I'm kind of with you. I've been kind of like that too. It's like
we know what it is.
We know what it is. We've been know what it is. I think it's not that people are shocked, but I think it's in a way it's a little bit of shock that people can be so egregious and just do. Well, no, it's not shock. It's
man, they used to lynch people.
No. What I'm saying, no. When I'm saying that, I'm talking about this generation.
Yeah, but it's in their DNA though, so they used to.
Well, we know that, but what I'm saying is that I guess I'm not saying that I'm shocked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surprised, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, damn, these people are really just. And I know that. I know who they are.
Yeah,
we know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess what I was thinking about. I said you got to understand the mindset of these people that are in the Trump administration and on the far right and on the right. They are in a bubble, big time.
Yeah, and they just got their cheerleader in office.
Correct. So everything with them is all about owning the quote unquote owning the libs. Because I again, I listen to their stuff. I kind of rummage around in their area and just to see what they're saying. Their biggest thing is always about owning the libs, owning the liberals, and just to get back. That right there,
yeah.
They thought that they thought within their bubble that was cute. Mm-hmm. That was owning the libs.
It was just a joke. Come on, y'all can't take a joke now.
Right.
We're too sensitive. We
right.
too soft. They'll immediately start saying that America's too soft. No, it's too sensitive.
But they're just projecting because they're the ones that's soft. They're the ones that's the snowflakes.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones they've always been like that. So it doesn't surprise me. But the egregiousness, it forced people. If it forced people like Tim Scott to come out and say something,
Timmy.
Even Timmy had to say. I mean, because it's just so crazy.
And he still go ride with him.
Oh, of course they are. But see, that's the hypocrisy of it. Yeah. You can't come out and condemn somebody and then I'm going to ride with him.
Well, he ain't really condemning. He's just like, I hope.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He couldn't even accept it. Like,
right.
I hope that was it. What did he say? I hope something.
I hope that was that basically not then come out of it. Basically it was hope it's not true, but if it is, this is the most racist thing I've seen out of white. Come on, man. I mean, they
tried to blame it on it.
Staffer.
That's probably still there.
Yeah, but there ain't no Staffer. Staffer's the commander in chief.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we gotta understand their playbook has always been Donald Trump's playbook because his mentor was Roy Cohn, who was his mentor, his fixer, all that stuff. And Roy Cohn was a dirty trickster, and he said always double down, never apologize, sue people into oblivion. So when you see him never apologize and he doubles down, that's straight out of the playbook. But what he don't understand, and again, what the people around him don't understand, is that while people give Donald Trump a little bit of, he just out there, that's Donald Trump from The Apprentice, they don't give the people around him that same grace. So when the people around him double down on stupid, they're looking at those people like, really? But they give Donald Trump a pass because it's all baked in, bro.
Yeah.
It's all his craziness and all the stuff. He is a man that said, I'll grab women by the crotch. I'll do all these things. It is all baked in. There is nothing new that you can tell people about Donald Trump that's going to make them be like, oh, okay, that's something that I'm not going to vote for him. That's all baked in.
Yeah.
When this man said he could shoot somebody in the middle of Fifth Avenue and people are still riding with me, that's a cult. That's very cultish.
Yeah, but it's breaking down. Well, the people that was on the fence. Well, I ain't gonna say people that just like, hey,
the independents.
Enough is enough.
The independents, the one who swung the election, they're the ones that's swinging back like, nah, we can't do this.
You know what they go do? They just not go vote. So the Democrats, they go think, they about to get a landslide. Only reason you go get a landslide because the people that voted originally.
Correct.
They just go be like, I'll go eat some ice cream.
Right. So what Democrats don't understand, and we always talk, is that Democrats, when y'all win in the midterms, it's not because they like you. It's that, there's enough people that say, I want y'all to fight, but y'all ain't got that type of fight in you.
Yeah.
You ain't got that dog in you.
It's a few.
But they ain't letting them to the front and center. Mm-hmm. Hakeem Jeffries ain't got that kind of fight in him. He just don't.
Yeah.
He just don't. He ain't cut that way. And I was listening to a couple people today earlier that know him personally, and they said that. They said that said, hey, love Hakeem to death, good friend of mine, but he just ain't cut like that.
Yeah.
But right now we need those people that don't push back on this BS what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And like announced today that they pulling ice out of the ice surges in Minnesota.
Where is it coming? College Park?
Well, it's gonna go. They're gonna try to send it somewhere where there ain't gonna be no resistance. And one thing, let me go ahead and say, not no big resistance.
I know. I'm trying to figure where they could go.
Where they gonna try to go
to a red state.
They're gonna go to a red state, but if they go in a red state in a blue city.
That's what I'm saying.
They might still have some problems.
That's everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And let's just go and say that. Big up to my white folks up in Minnesota, but y'all held that down.
Yeah, they gonna.
Y'all held that down. Y'all white folks held that down in that sub-degree heat, weather, pushing back on people. But I was listening to all the stuff they had going on behind the scenes where they had a network set up where they were, people who weren't scared to come out of the house, they were going getting meals for them, taking kids to school, all that stuff. Yeah. They were doing they were doing it. They had networks of online on signal chats. Okay, hey, ICE is over here, letting everybody know what's going on. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about when you get to a level you organize.
Right.
And they didn't expect that type of pushback.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's going to be anywhere they go now.
Yeah, because
they're going to go somewhere, like you said, easy takeover for them.
But it ain't going to be in our neighborhoods.
No.
No,
it's going to be somewhere.
And I'm kind of thinking, where's that's going to be? It's going to be somewhere. It's going to have to be a red town, but they ain't going to be able to rack the numbers up in a little red town.
San Antonio, somewhere like
man,
Alabama.
San Antonio ain't going to try to hit that, bro.
I know. I know Texas will be like, you don't get up out this. These are our modern day slaves.
When I was stationed in San Antonio, bro, San Antonio is Mexico, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they ain't
they ain't going down in there. But so the Minnesota already set the precedent to show everybody that you push back on them jokers.
Yep.
They ain't going to Philly.
They tried Chicago.
They were trying Chicago. So it's really working. The blueprint is like, yo, stand up to these fools.
And they was in Minnesota, for Somalians? Because they was
right. And the people were looking out for that's what I'm talking about. White folks up there, y'all were looking out for the least of these. And I give y'all mad props because y'all didn't have to do that. But Minneapolis is just cut different.
Yeah.
That's why Prince lived there.
Yeah, it's always been a collective team.
Correct. Seattle, Portland, those places like that have that type of, real collected type situation. San Francisco.
Yeah. So it's really nowhere really they can.
Yeah, a little red town somewhere, this, that, and the other, but they can't come. They realize that, these white folks ain't going to be having this.
And the Hispanic population pretty much is the backbone. So, like, let's say they try to go to Denver.
Yeah. Dude, come on, man. and low key, even in the red towns, they ain't going to really be cool with it because it's like, you got Mexicans in there working.
That's what I'm saying.
And
yeah.
they ain't allowing that
stuff. Try to go to Seattle.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. Seattle got a lot of.
And Denver ain't even red. Denver a blue city, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm just thinking.
But you know what we're saying, man. So that's the dirty secret is that, man, they can't, but they ain't going to be able to pull everybody out here. But what should scare what scared the hell out of everybody is that 70% of the people that are in ICE custody haven't been convicted of a crime.
No.
So
they're talking about it going after all the violent.
Yeah, that violent people. But that video I sent you yesterday.
Yeah,
that's the kind of stuff they need to be running, bro. Because let's just be real. America didn't take notice until it was somebody that looked like them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but before then, there was plenty of people that act,
Oh, it's going to be plenty of activists. It didn't catch national.
Yeah.
But like, wait a minute. You got a white woman that got gunned down. You got a white man executed and
2 weeks later.
Executed.
Yeah. 2 weeks later. And he was like a stand-up.
Put it this way, an unarmed white man
and an unarmed white woman.
Yeah. But the white man was on his knees, unarmed, executed at point blank, like you would see in a third world country after a war. That's literally what we watched.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the world watched. Mm-hmm. And it shocked them until even Trump came out and said, man, we got to have a little softer touch. He knew in his lizard brain of understanding of optics, because one thing Donald Trump understands is optics. That man is on point when it comes to optics. But he's been doing that for his whole life of coming up in New York and with the media. He knows optics, and he knew that was bad. He ain't going to admit that he was wrong, but by them pulling out of Minnesota, that's admitting, we messed up.
Mm-hmm. This is Nixon Kent State thing. Who was it?
Yeah, who's what
National Guard shot?
Yeah, yeah.
That's his.
Yeah,
that's his.
Right.
And it's a rap for him.
It's a rap.
And you can Republicans. They ain't go rob back off of this.
No. No, any type of situation, bro, and it's like, so
innocence is killed by military, because that's federal.
It's a private military,
right? Yeah,
ICE is a private military operation. They have They have a bigger budget than the Marine Corps. The money they just appropriated ICE in that last bill, they have a bigger budget than the United States Marine Corps. I need y'all to think about that for a second.
That's crazy.
That's a private army. That's a private army. ICE wasn't created until after 9/11. We got to understand, ICE hasn't been around forever. It was after 9/11 that ICE got created. So when people say defund ICE or melt ICE, as I say,
right,
or I think that they need to look at that. DHS, Border Patrol, okay, yeah, that's Border Patrol.
Yeah.
But ICE, you roaming in Minneapolis, that's 1,500 miles from the Mexican border. What you doing up here?
Exactly.
That's the whole point. Now, if you go into the northern border, which y'all ain't worrying about that because Canadians ain't trying to get over here like that.
No.
But people are just thinking that they're looking at that. But you're right. Republicans are riding this ship down. Yeah. A few people done headed for the lifeboats. Marjorie Taylor Greene. A few of these people that are like, okay, let me go ahead and get on this lifeboat quietly.
I'm about to say, now they quiet. They like
quietly, low key, like they looking like, yeah.
All right. I made my chest move. I'm just not go.
But to me, you getting even the Republicans that are retiring, Tom Tillis and all these people, you get no respect from me saying what it is on your way out the door.
Yeah.
But you rode with him through everything else. You get no respect. So what? You got kudos now because you're speaking up. You on your way out the door. Take them hits, dog. Do like got on Liz Cheney. Do like Adam Kinzinger and take them hits and say, I don't give a damn if I'm gonna say what it is, even if y'all vote me out.
And Mitt Romney,
Mitt Romney and those
never liked him.
But
Romney
got that bread though. Mitt Romney is super rich, so he can he can do it. But I'm just saying, bottom line, all these people who aren't speaking out are cowards. Anybody who's not speaking out, I don't give a damn if it's Republicans, whoever. If you're not speaking out, you're cowards. And Dr. King said, cowardice is just as evil as violence. If you're not going to speak out for, like he said, injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere.
Right, yeah.
If you can't speak up for this stuff, that's what I'm saying. I'm holding people accountable. And it starts with people I know. Starts with people I just that I know. It's like, okay, don't try to go back to normal. You didn't speak up on nothing. You didn't say nothing, so you're a coward. And people don't like to be called coward.
Mm-hmm.
But it's either one or two. You either courageous or you're a coward.
Right.
So like I said, with that we're gonna go on to the Super Bowl because
no, let's talk about the latest thing.
Go ahead.
About the mayor, the governor not invited.
Oh, I think he just today he backtracked and said everybody's invited. I think I just heard that a little bit early that they announced that everybody's invited. But again,
this guy,
you gotta let people. When people show you who they are,
and they still shouldn't come. Like, nah,
I wouldn't come.
Like, nah, we good.
We good. I'm straight. But one thing I give credit to Kevin Stitt, who is is he a governor of Oklahoma? I think it is, and he's the head of the National Governors Association. He was going back and forth with Trump, saying that ain't right what you're doing.
Yeah. Because the guy's the vice chair.
Yeah, the guy's the vice chair, and he said, "Matter of fact, we gonna can't. That ain't even. We ain't even gonna sanction that. That should say if y'all not gonna invite everybody, we ain't even gonna sanction it as a National Governors Association meeting. But again,
and you know what they petty response was at first?
Was it?
Well, he's the president. He can invite whoever he want to invite to the White House. Man, y'all sound like some teenagers. Y'all sound like some. That's crazy,
bro.
That's the response is like.
Listen to me. This
is where we got. Like,
listen to me, man, Napalm. This is what like the chicks on I Had It podcast always say. They're emotionally stunted.
Yeah.
Really, and he kind of like, oh yeah, but no, when you think about it, they're really emotionally stunted, and they're lack kids, bro.
Yeah,
it is really
Christy Noem and
all them.
That did you see her?
No,
in her testimony.
I didn't get a chance to see.
Man, and she go tell the guy, you can't reclaim your time.
Oh,
and the dude from Ohio, what we call him?
Who?
I forgot his name. You know, the guy that's over.
Oh, Jim Jordan, not JIM, GYM.
Right.
Go look that up.
Yeah, he had to actually tell her like, nah, he could reclaim his time. She go tell, no, you can't reclaim your time. Like, what is wrong? Did
you see Pam Bondi going ham yesterday in her testimony? Same thing, screaming matches going back.
Oh
and
no,
forth.
I think it was her. Blonde hair. I get.
Oh, blonde hair. Okay, yeah, blonde hair. Yeah. She was
going.
Yeah, she was going ham on stuff. But you know what though? That's for an audience of one.
Yeah.
But you're in when you're in the cult, Darren. That's literally a cult. You have the Mar-a-Lago face. Let's just be real. The women have that Mar-a-Lago face. You look at Christy Noem. You look at Janine Shapiro. You look at how they do their face with the cosmetic surgery
Botox,
to have a certain
Botox.
almost to the point where it's cartoonish.
Yeah.
Because the one guy said
like the Mad magazine. Remember that?
Right.
Like straight out of that.
One guy said Christy Noem looked like she should be in a wax museum.
Yeah, it looked like caricatures.
Yeah, but it shows that they're loyal to that situation. It's crazy. But so Trump, like you said, he's the head of a cult. He knows that 30%, that base, that 30%, they're in a cult, bro. They will follow him. And we got to understand it doesn't make no sense. But then Jim Jones got people to drink the Kool-Aid. And the dirty secret about that, it was a lot of us in his congregation.
Yeah.
But I knew his story from back before he even got down there. He was in the black community, had with a majority black church. So anybody can fall for the okie doke,
right?
Bro.
Yeah.
Anybody. So that's not just a white thing. Anybody can fall for the okie doke, and some people will wake up. I'm not going to try to deal with. I'm not going to deal with somebody who is so deep in the cult and not trying to come out.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some people that are in the cult that you can't, when you're talking with people like that or on the other side, you can't convince them with facts because they have their alternative reality.
Right. Yeah.
So what I do is I listen to all their stuff, but I use their argument against them and just do it like that. For example, I'm like, oh, okay, you're pro-life, okay, yeah. So yeah, I believe that the kids, it's, the starts of conception, and we should care for the kids. I said, oh, so you care for the kids? So anybody that hurts kids should be jailed, correct? Yeah. I said, so what's going on with? So what do you feel about the people in charge right now covering up for people who have hurt kids? And then it's crickets.
Mm-hmm.
So I've used your argument. I've led you into the trap.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but if I just try to hit you with facts, they'll come up with an alternate reality. And I've said that to people and used that type of argument. And they just look at me and just like, yeah, I didn't think about that. And but I only do that with certain people who are kind of just need to be. They kind of need to have a little bit of, that they can come out of the cult.
Right.
There's some people that are so deep, but again, I'm around so many people, I can know right away.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna waste my time with somebody so deep and they ain't trying to come out. But somebody who right there and fell into it, okay, let me throw this out there at you, and like, oh, I never thought about that. Okay, that's your guy. That's your guy.
Right. Yeah.
That's your guy. So you believe that? So people on the right always like to give guilt by association, especially when it's black folks. Okay, well, Tyree Nickel got killed, or who is he hanging around? And
right,
this,
yeah, they
that,
bring all that up.
They're bringing that. So let's go ahead and use the same logic. You have a problem, so you think it's bad when criminals are hanging out with other people. What about this man who's in the Epstein files 1 million times?
But they knew that, though.
But I know they know it. But I need to say it out loud just to see what they say.
Yeah.
They can't. And they just have to look like.
Yeah, they knew it. Yeah, they knew it. That's why.
But we all know it though, D.
Like when Tesla did the Kanye thing, spazzed out, and then tried to retract it. He was speaking the truth.
Yeah, but we all know that that's the dirty secret of, and not really. It's really the open secret that rich men have always liked little kids.
Mm-hmm.
So let me be real with you. So partly QAnon was right.
Yeah.
I don't know about the drinking and blah. I can't go that far, but it's a child pedophile ring. They just thought it was Democrats, but the funny part about it, now that QAnon realizing that it's so many of their people in because they're in that cult,
right?
They think it's just Democrats, and now that it's their boy, they quiet about some of them. Quiet
like,
about. Let's move on. It's like no, hell no, let's not move on. Yeah, your boys
about something else.
I listened to a congresswoman, Nancy Mace. Matter of fact, Nancy Mace, I listened to her today, and she's like, yeah, I went through the file. I got unredacted. She was talking about going through when she went in the FBI thing, and she said, yeah, this man's name is in the file over 1 million times. Just Trump.
When he slipped up and said he would sleep with his daughter.
Yeah.
When he married someone. What? How old? About 20 years? They both up there now. 20-something years young.
Yeah.
The pattern was already there.
The pattern's already there. Like we don't like you think about Carolyn Levitt, the White House spokesperson.
Yeah.
And she in her 20s. You know how old her husband is?
50-something.
In his 60s, bro. and they're expecting their second child. She's pregnant now. Something's weird about that on that side. But yet she got the cross out. Again, knowing cults and knowing how that side operate, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I'm going to say this. They've always been jumping on the left. Oh, they're this and they're that and the trans, the drag queens and this, that, and the other. But a lot of them are projecting because a lot of them are that in the closet.
Oh, yeah.
I listened to this one of the podcasts I listened to is a gay guy who is a never Trump Republican, and he worked on all these big campaigns. And he said, of course, he said, you'd be surprised at how many down low gay Republicans are.
Yeah.
He said, I know for a fact.
Yeah.
But I heard this saying, and I love this saying.
And Christians, too, they walk up in church, and yeah.
I heard this saying, and I'm going to start using it. I apologize can't credit the person who said it. And he said it basically kind of like on the right, or just period. He said, closeted people lash out at what they really desire.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Says enough. So when you see somebody going way in on that something, then it's like, okay, my antenna up now.
Yeah, let me check your fans only page. Like, what's going on?
Oh yeah, let me check your grinder.
Grinder, yeah.
Yeah,
With Mike Johnson, yeah.
Yeah, Mike Grinder does it. But that whole situation was weird anyway. So you and your son have this pack where you're checking each other's feed, internet feed to make sure y'all not going on porn. Really? Is that what we doing now? I mean, it's weird, but what the problem is, and I say this, and we'll move on. The more I learn, and I'm gonna tell you, another podcast I listen to. I'll let y'all know what I listen to, but it's not for everybody. But there's a podcast I listen to, I love it, called Straight White American Jesus, and it's these guys who was in white Christian nationalism, real heavy,
mm-hmm.
Theologians. And they got out of it. And now they're dropping, saying this is what everything that they do. And so when Pete Hegseth was, even before Pete Hegseth came in, I've been listening to them for a few years. They described, let's say, Pete Hegseth's tattoos. They said, okay, this is what that tattoo means. This is what that tattoo means. Right. Oh, when
because somebody pointed it out before.
Yeah, they go deep into
yeah,
they go deep into it. Like, oh, when Samuel Alito's wife flew the flag. The flag at the house. They said, yeah, that's the flag that we find. Let me explain the flag to you and what it means. And then, so I listened. It's really dry listening, but it gives an insight like, oh, okay. But they basically are saying that on the right, it's a lot of sexual repression because they're not allowed to talk about sex or even ask the parents about sex. A lot of times it's so super religious. It's like, so there's not a natural adjustment for a kid coming up to be able to ask questions and maybe explore their sexuality if they feel like so they're repressed. So that's why you get what you get on the right. And they're really, when they're getting mad at the left saying, y'all this, they're really, they're envious.
Yeah.
They envious that the left can be out there with it.
Right. And there ain't no repercussions because they know if they do it on the right, it's going to be.
Oh, it's curtains.
Yeah.
It's curtains. So what they see with the Epstein files, they just know, man. But I'm like, you don't care about kids.
And what's her name want to say something now, but
who?
The files has been, released. Maxine, what's her name? Maxwell.
Oh, Ghislaine?
Yeah.
Ghislaine pleaded the fifth the other day.
Right. She's cussing out. She like, I want out. I want.
Oh yeah, she wanted the community citizen. Now
she want immunity, like.
Or they want. But here's the deal.
Trump ain't doing that.
They ain't doing that. Trump in his lizard brain knows that if he were to even pardon her or do anything with her, that's a wrap for him. That's a wrap for him. He knows that's a bridge too far.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pardon these goddamn 1,500 January 6 rioters, but Ghislaine,
nah, Ghislaine and Puffy, sorry.
Yeah, and he would have pardoned Puffy if Puffy had spoke good about him.
Yeah,
real talk. Puffy ain't Ghislaine.
I know, yeah.
She hold all the cards.
Right.
I know you. Like, I know you, right? I'm surprised, and that's why we know Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill herself.
Nah.
They're coming out now and say, oh, there was a orange blur on the screen, on the, some of the missing
surveillance. I mean, where they watch them.
Yeah, there was an orange blur, meaning that going towards a cell that so somebody in a jumpsuit. Okay, we know what the deal is, dude.
Yeah, y'all send somebody in there.
Dude, we know Jeffrey ain't killed himself. Ghislaine said that.
Yeah.
She said he ain't kill himself. Bro, but these people are willing to kill you.
Yeah.
They're willing to kill her.
Yeah, that's why she
in a tough spot.
Mm-hmm.
So what's gonna happen with her? Whenever she get out, she just gonna go away.
Yeah, she got to look like left and right.
I mean,
everywhere she goes.
Everybody hemmed up.
She in minimum security now.
Yeah,
so that's even worse, really. With her, someone may get her just for the rep,
right?
Or be like, you know what, my daughter or my. blah blah blah. How the dude, Lefty Black, whatever he was,
Mm-hmm.
the Boston guy,
Yeah.
got killed
Mm-hmm.
in his 90s in prison. It was
Mhm.
somebody that he offed off or had some
Mhm.
family related. Yeah, and it was like, oh, okay. So
Do not underestimate the levels to who is in that file and the ring, the cabal, worldwide cabal. Oh, these people will execute you.
Yeah.
This man, Jeffrey Epstein, was involved in CIA, the Mossad. He was got down involved with Putin.
Yeah, and what'd you say? He used to be a math teacher?
Who?
Yeah, there's like
He was a professor.
How does guy go from professor to?
Yeah, he got in with a guy named Les Wexner, who was the guy who Victoria's Secret guy.
Yeah,
Les Wexner was gay, so it's kind of hinting that Les Wexner was in love with Jeffrey Epstein because he left his whole fortune to Jeffrey Epstein when he died. Yeah, that's how Jeffrey Epstein got a lot of money, them hundreds of millions.
Man,
bro, this is it's diabolical and it's devious.
Mm-hmm.
It's the stuff that even if you don't believe, when you read the Bible and just knowing how evil works, when you look at the Bible and say, okay, on the earth, it's evil.
Mm-hmm.
The devil controls the earth. You see that. You see all the stuff that's going around. This is his domain.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk. And the reason when I was in the Air Force, I worked with a guy who was a satanic worshiper. Not no BS, and everybody was scared of him. But I worked midnight shift with him. I would talk with him. I said, "What do you believe?"
Right. Yeah.
Just kind of on that tip.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "We really don't believe that there are any that everything's on the table. You should be able to do whatever you want without any repercussions." And he said, "We don't believe that when you die, you go, there's no heaven or hell." So we believe our spirits, when you die, our spirits just roam the earth. I'm like, oh, okay. So you lining up with what the Bible's saying as far as how demonic spirits control the earth, that demons control the earth. I'm like, oh. And then when you were saying, well, hey, you want to see the satanic? I said, nah, I don't want to do all that.
Yeah,
I don't want to do all that.
My eyes, nothing. Yeah,
exactly. I'm very careful of what my eyes. Yeah. I let my eyes in. So when you said no, I said no, I'm good. But I wanted to understand to a certain degree. And he said, by the way, there's no such thing. We don't know such thing as the devil worship. He said, you worship your 7 crown princes of darkness. They go deep into like that. So when somebody say, "Oh, we're worshiping the devil," he said, I laugh. He said, because okay, so the 7 crown princes, okay, I might worship Leviathan, da 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 da.
Oh, okay.
That tip.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, so really you're coinciding with what the Bible said, but you're just coming at it from a different angle. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You're coming from the opposite side. That like y'all believe y'all should just be able to do whatever you want, whatever your flesh feels.
Wow.
So I say all that that's going deep, but we got to understand that what we're dealing with here is a revealing. Stuff is getting revealed. The systems are getting revealed. And we don't know the depths of it. That's why they're doing what they got to do. Donald Trump is protecting himself, but there's some bigger people that he knows that, man, I can't expose this, or I can't allow this to be exposed while I'm in office.
Right. Yeah.
Because these jokers, they might not miss next time. So y'all pick up what I'm putting down. They might not miss next time. Number 1 might have been just to let you know.
Right. Yeah.
Matter of fact, number 2, where the guy was in the
bushes in Florida.
In the bushes, just to let you know. Just to let you know. So we're dealing with these forces. You look at the record, going in your wheelhouse. The record industry, the record execs.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Come on, bro.
Oh, that's been known.
Yeah, but just the demonic control of just what you know that side of the house, and just what people will do for power and fame and money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I just believe that there's darkness. There are crown princes in every situation. Okay, you got crown princes in in music industry. We got crown
Sports.
princes in sports. We got crown princes in government, finance.
Yeah,
this is the devil's domain down here.
Right.
So he's got his people in place.
Mm-hmm.
And Lord, I'm gonna keep it real with you. And it's Democrats and Republicans because they all feed from the same trough.
Yeah,
They always feed from the same trough, which is big money, big business, and who's in charge of that. So you go talk about people going on, go up there and drain the swamp. Okay, now the swamp gonna drown you,
right? Yeah,
or you gonna end up being the biggest alligator up in there,
right?
You just go up and I'm gonna change this. Next thing you know, you just as corrupt. They're gonna throw some money at you. First of all, they're gonna throw a female at you.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna do that. They're gonna get you compromised with that. Then they're gonna once you get compromised and they don't put the little pictures out there and say we can send this to your wife, like J. Edgar Hoover say, well, okay, I'm gonna send the Martin Luther King, I'm gonna send the tapes of you and these other women to your wife, Coretta Scott, which he did.
Mm-hmm.
When Martin was having an affair and J. Edgar Hoover sent the tapes because they had the room's bugged.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll send that to Coretta. So when they get you compromised with the woman, put it out there. So okay, now you're gonna keep your mouth shut. Go ahead and do what you need to do. So I need you to go and pass this bill, this bill, this bill. Oh, okay, or this comes out. Yeah, so it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's deep. But like you talk about sports. Go about, you said we laugh to talk about people like Robert Kraft and these people. Come on, let's keep it 100. Trafficking. This dude was caught dead to rights.
Yeah.
In a massage parlor.
Asking.
But dude, but I guess what I said the other day, dear, like, damn, dog, you got all this bread, bro. You can't have somebody come to your
right.
Yeah,
exactly.
you a cornball like that, bro?
Can't control himself.
Yeah, but it's like you pull up in a Bentley. They got him with the surveillance. Pull up in front of a Bentley in front of an old shabby goddamn massage parlor. Come on, bro, really? You're supposed to have that type of bread. What you got several houses. These chicks coming to you,
right? Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong. You pulled up in front. You pulled up in the hood, in a goddamn Bentley. But again, you can't control yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But it made that go away.
Oh yeah,
it made that go away because the dirty secret is that they all do it, and their wives know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Their wives know.
Their wives. Do you think people say, "Oh, poor Melania," this, that, and other? Melania knows what's going on.
Yeah,
that's a business transaction.
Yeah. And that's why they got that pool guy.
Yeah. What?
That's why they mad. They don't want ICE to deport their pool guys. They landscapers.
Hey,
landscapers be landscaping their wives too.
He ain't like, I got to send you a meme. Because he ain't lying. Hey. But you've heard me say years ago that I hated that hypocrisy of the people who standing up saying we need to get rid of illegals when you got Jorge cutting your grass, you got Manuel putting a roof on your house, and you got Elisa taking care of the kids.
Right. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's modern day slavery. This is what
This
is what they used to. That's why they like. Wait a minute.
You messing with my situation.
And that's why Lincoln didn't want the blacks to leave.
Lincoln was not on the side of abolishing slavery in the beginning. It wasn't until Frederick Douglass got in his head like, yo, dog.
But he was given they could go to, I always forget what island.
Yeah, we got the island.
Yeah.
No, they wanted to leave because you were talking about the economy collapsing.
Right, yeah. So it's the same thing now.
It's the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
It's just that so again, and I'm gonna say this and move on. It's the same thing of using their arguments. Like when I told you I got in not an argument, a lady got heated with me in the store about immigration. She said, my husband, she's an immigrant. My husband has, took 9 years to do it the right way. I can't stand these people jumping in line, this, that, and the other. And I said, okay, I get you to a certain point. I said, but you don't see no arrest of the people who's hiring them. I said they're coming here because there is a demand for cheap labor.
Right. Yeah.
So if you're gonna have this massive raid of a business, and you got all these people that are handcuffed and this, that, and the other, all these immigrants. The boss should be coming out in handcuffs too.
Yeah,
because he knew. And I told a lady,
it's
and
called conspirator.
Yeah, she was going back and forth, and I just said, "Ma'am," I said, because I didn't know the lady. I said, "Ma'am, that's just like arresting a prostitute and not arresting a John."
Yeah,
and she stopped and she said, yeah, okay. I mean, I don't get.
They'll
so
get
you
hit with a fine.
you can.
That's a way to protect them. They get hit with a
correct
OSHA fine, whatever fine.
But I don't give a damn how many prostitutes you arrest.
Yeah.
As long as a man wants some, there's gonna be somebody out there willing to sell it.
Right. As long as someone need a job and willing to work for whatever to put food on their table, they're take it.
Riding around in the Home Depot parking lots and this, that, and the other. So they're coming here because there is a demand. But y'all don't want to take care of the demand, because a lot of times the demand is people who got money. I need my landscaper. I need my nanny. I need my goddamn roofer off the books. They're going to do a great job. I'm going to pay them off the books and this, that, and the other.
Right.
It's the hypocrisy of it. We know who built the country. We know who keeps the country going. Because I damn sure ain't going out picking strawberries. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm not working in a chicken processing plant. You know how dangerous that is?
Yeah.
I ain't doing that crap. I'm just keeping 100. Don't make me lazy. I just have the reality. I'm not going to do that. But guess what? I eat fried chicken with a smile on my face, knowing that somebody is willing to do that. Yeah. Everybody at Super Bowl Sunday, you eating wings. You need to thank the people, the illegals who are there at them chicken processing plants, making it possible for you to eat them wings.
Right.
Let's just keep it 100. But America knows that. They know.
They just don't put two and two together.
No,
they don't put it together like that.
No, bro, they put two and two together. It's just they don't. It's cognitive dissonance. They put it out of their head. They know.
Yeah,
they know, bro. That's why George W. Bush said when he was running, say, bro, they need a pathway to citizenship. George W. Bush was the governor of Texas. He knows
what he has some in his office.
Yes. He knows what Mexicans and immigrants do for the economy. And you pull them up out of here. They did that crap about 15 years or so ago, 15, 20 years ago here in Georgia. Did a big immigration crackdown. Man, them chicken processing plants up and got down North Georgia.
Yeah.
Say, hey, call the governor up and say, hey, man.
No way.
Hey, bro, you need to ease. You need to ease up with that. Yeah, I'm your donor. I'm one of your donors, but you're messing with my money.
Yeah,
you need to ease up. Okay, I get it. Okay, we do a little rhetoric, this, that, and that, but you're digging in my pocket.
Right.
So the hypocrisy of it. So, but again, America's being revealed, not to us, because we've always known. To us as black folks, we've always known. But we're the only ones in position that. Let's say like Puerto Ricans or Cubans. The dirty secret is a lot of them consider themselves white.
Yeah.
But they didn't go through what we went through. No immigrant that comes over here has gone through what we've gone through in this country. So we look at it different. So while y'all try to ascend the whiteness, Puerto Ricans are finding out that,
yeah, I hope that Bad Bunny situation put some clarity for you.
Oh, shit. Even before that.
I'm just saying.
I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful speaking Spanish. And somebody hear me. That's all they have to do. That's all ICE needs now.
Wow.
That's a big thing. The Supreme Court said that. The Supreme Court said that you can use how somebody looks to justify ICE getting you. So now they racial profile. They made racial profiling illegal. And, bro, somebody hear you speaking Spanish. Boom. How many videos we seen of that?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's what that video that's what that video is making fun, kind of not making light of, like, oh, she looks like one of them.
But that's the crazy part. It's a lot of people calling too on people.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
So that's what I was saying. So the Puerto Ricans and people and Cubans are like, all of a sudden, like, wait a minute, I gotta be careful if I travel somewhere out of Miami. I gotta be careful speaking Spanish.
Yeah, go up I-95 if you want to. Get caught up in them Carolinas.
Shoot, you ain't gotta go that far, bro. all you got to do is get up and around Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Because that's South Georgia.
Yeah, you get
And you start rolling into Georgia.
Where are your papers?
Yeah, where your papers at? I told some people that I said, I want you to think about. I told some white people that I said, I want you to think about how ludicrous that is. So somebody comes and tells you, "Hey, let me see your papers."
Yeah, and it's only a certain dialect too. They're not going after if you got a European.
No.
German, Russian,
and it don't stop with just Spanish. They rounding up black folks too, because when they took the Haitian status away, all that, bro, they really are trying to trying to stop the inevitable. Which the inevitable is the birth rate is going down, and it's going to continue to go down. And sorry, y'all going to end up being the minority. It just is what it is. Get used to it.
Yeah,
and keep it pushing.
Go back to Europe.
Yeah. I mean, no. Go back to eating potatoes.
Yeah. Potatoes and raw meat.
And potatoes, raw meat. Potatoes and butter or whatever. Rice with butter on it. Okay, whatever. I mean, that's not to be funny, but just it's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I had a white lady tell me that the other day. She said, she said, our European history. I was like, I looked at her because she was an older white woman. I was like, really? She's like, yeah. She said,
they don't want to go back to that.
She said, but she's like, our history. And this one, no really left-leaning chick. This was a chick that just had reality. She's just like, nah, European ancestry. That's exactly what she said. She said, my European ancestry. She said, our European ancestry. She said,
Mm-hmm. They don't want to talk about that.
No. So again, we just doing our damn thing on here, and we just trying to not just shed the hypocrisy, but just keep your head up, man. Stay in the fight, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Stand up. Don't be coward, because bottom line, people are taking note. It might be your grandchildren. It might be your kids, your grandchildren. Somebody's watching you. I always tell my son, there's always somebody watching you, even when you think nobody is.
Right, yeah.
Somebody watching you to see how consistent you are. And let me tell you something. I've told a few of my white friends that, and they get red immediately because they know I'm telling the truth. I say, your granddaughter's watching, your grandson's watching.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Because when it's written in history books what this man represented that's in the White House and all the people around him and this, that, and the other, when your grandkid comes to you and say, Granddad, that man was crazy, wasn't it? And I say, now you're going to end up trying to lie to your grandchild. Say, yeah, I wasn't with all that stuff. This, that, no, going good and well.
Right.
You voted for him 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
You was with the program, so now you lying to your grandchild.
Oh, of course, yeah, because that's what they
trying to read. Like all these people were cool with Muhammad Ali when he died, and cool with, Martin Luther King with a couple of little sayings he said. The little speech, that Republicans play, the little part of the speech. I'm like, come on now, you're trying to rewrite history, but that's what you do. So I'm gonna say all that to say that was our smorgasbord kind of went in, but you know what though, y'all, it's a lot. Don't let your heart be worried, though, because I just believe that this is a part of the revealing. Everything, like my grandmama say, everything comes out clean on wash day.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's coming out clean on wash day. And I'm going to end with this, and some people might think this is controversial, and I really don't give a damn because I'm the fire starter. I believe we're in the second Passover, beginning of the second Passover.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that our people, we have the X on our door.
Yeah.
Now, it's up to you. I'm not saying all white people don't have the X on it, but there's some white people out there who decided to stand up and put an X on their door and speak up. The rest of you, I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
Because the new flood is coming.
Mm-hmm.
The new flood is coming. And when you don't have the X on your door and you're not speaking up, because you don't get to decide to put the X on your door. The Most High puts the X on your door.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because you can't lie. It's coming. And for y'all people who know Shawshank Redemption at the end, when he looked at it, the warden looked at that thing and said, "Judgment cometh, and that right soon."
Mm-hmm.
So it's coming.
Yep.
So I'm okay. I got the X on my door. Napalm and the family got the X on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the benefit, because we're the least of these. Just because we're the least of these.
Right. Right.
You feel me? So, new flood coming. Is what it is. Hope the best for you. That life jacket and life raft ain't gonna do you no good. So, with that, y'all, we love you, and we're gonna be in touch with y'all. Like I said, we stretching them out, but we gotta keep up. There's so much stuff going on, and we got a couple ways we're gonna do that with some little, burn notices.
Yep.
And with that, y'all, control burn. We out.
We out. I got to get my DoorDash from 50 Cent. They just pulled up. I got to get my DoorDash. I got to get my cream puffs and yeah.
I love that dude. Hey.